Hi there, good morning. It is Thursday and it is Thanksgiving here in the United States of America. So I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. There's so much to be thankful for and grateful for, even in the midst of all the craziness that is underway at this time. There is still so much that we can tune into within our own life and really be grateful for those things, as well as grateful for all those people and animals as well that are in our life that bring so much joy and appreciation and love. Hello, good morning, Aaron. It's great for you to tune in again and join us. I'm so grateful to have you with us this morning. Wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving as well. So, let's see where we want to go from here. I would like to take a little drink here really quick. Excuse me. You know what I just realized? I apologize. I have the microphone plugged into my phone, but I didn't put it on. So I'm not sure how loud I was there. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see if we can get going here. Let's do day two of the... or not day two. Okay. I got a little bit wonkadoodle here, people. So let me get back into the present moment. Okay, so let's do day 9 of the 10 Days of Oil Blends giveaway. Let's see which blend is going to be today, and by deciding today, we're going to know what the blend is going to be for tomorrow as well. Since there's only 2 left. All right. Blend number 2. And then tomorrow is going to be blend number 3. That's fun. Okay, and today's the 24th. It's not the 23rd. Okay, so blend number 2. That is Rising Isis. And it is Uncover and Reveal Your Energy. And the winner that we choose today is going to be getting the Rising Isis 5 milliliter bottle trial size to check out and begin to use and experience for yourself. So I'm going to take this opportunity to put some on. And it's all about Uncover and Reveal Your Energy. So that's really about using the power and love of the divine feminine, that I was trying to say motherly and nurturing at the same time, but that nurturing mother energy is really prevalent in this blend, as well as the nurturing energies of the earth. And really, it's almost like you're getting you can feel yourself getting a hug. That's kind of that yummy essence that this oil brings in. So, go ahead and again, we want to rub it and get it nice and warm. That's getting it activated and getting it to be put out into our energy field, and you can also wave it out in your energy field. It's really great to get out there because our bodies, our energy fields, our energy field goes past our body, and the oils are great. They're great soul food. So it's great to spread it out. And it's all the things I just said, as well as it really has a grounding sense to it. There's an earthiness to it that's like an undertone that really brings you back into your body and grounds you. So this one's great. I'm excited to get it out there and to see what your experience is. Okay, so let's see. It's 11:04. Let's do the card of the day. Let's see which card we pick. We'll do a little quick reading, and I'm sure that will take us right into the meditation for today. And then at the very end, I want to do a little bit of talking about the pipeline that and the crisis going on in South Dakota and at Standing Rock, where the Native Americans and all those others that are joining in, and they're not even calling themselves protesters, they're calling themselves water protectors. And let's talk a little bit about that, especially on a day like today, Thanksgiving, where There is so much truth that was left out of the story in the U.S. American school version of Thanksgiving. And so it's important to realize that there's a lot more significance to that day, and not everybody sees it as a Thanksgiving or a happy day. Okay, so we're going to clear out all that energy. We're going to come back in the present moment, shuffle one more time, see what wants to come through for today. That is freaking hilarious. Okay, Cellular Healing. So this is the third day that this card has shown up. So I believe it was Friday's card and Monday's card. But I'll have to go back and look to be sure. Actually, I can do that right now. I'm curious. Anyhow, this is the third time in a row it's shown up. And so that, to me, is very significant, because that is the universe putting extra emphasis on this particular card, and really beyond the card, the energies at work. So let's see. Bear with me here, people. Let's see. So divine guidance. So cellular healing was on the 22nd. And all right, well, that's taking too long. I don't want to take up the time for that. So let me just tune in real quick. Cellular healing, what wants to come through? Okay, so part of the detoxing process is bringing truth and light to all that that has been hiding out in the shadows or in the darkness. And this can be expressed in any number of ways. One way that it can be expressed in a personal sense would be the fact of a trauma or a past experience that caused us great pain and suffering that we have not completely made our peace with. And that energy that has not fully been reconciled is hanging out in our shadows, so to speak, our energetic shadows, hiding out. And so that's one way it can show up in our personal life. And one way it can show up out being reflected in the mass consciousness is something like the topic I wanted to talk to you about, the Native Americans. So we're just going to use it now. That, the United States of America, from the traditional view that's taught in schools, this is a day of Thanksgiving. This is the day that we broke bread with the Native Americans, the Puritans and the Pilgrims and whatever they were. They came and allegedly they all had a giant table at Plymouth Rock and loved one another and broke bread. That is not what happened. And the Native Americans that show up to that area every year in protest, and really peaceful protest, just to bring awareness to show that there were a lot of Native Americans that were killed, because it was not a big peaceful coming together of breaking bread. There was basically, at that time, the white people coming in, wanting land and wanting to take over the territory. And so just saw the Native Americans as something in their way that they needed to deal with and take care of. Okay, so that's a not so pleasant truth. That's kind of an ugly stain on American history. And so that is one of the ways that can hide out in the shadows. Okay, so now these things are coming into the light, more truths coming into the light. The Standing Rock water protectors that are peacefully there, bringing awareness to what's really going on, is really also amplifying the truth from the past and what is important for us to wake up to if we really want to move forward and reconcile the past and be able to come together as a people and find peaceful solutions where we can all inhabit this planet together and create win-wins. It's not all becoming identical to one another. It's not losing cultures. It's not losing identities, But it is, however, coming together collectively, and with inspiration and love and compassion and understanding, that we can create ways that we can do it where everybody wins. Everybody can feel like they're safe, secure, that their needs are being met, that there's housing, there's food, all the things as humans that we see as necessities. There are ways that we can do that where we don't have to take away from others to be able to have for ourselves. We can all have everything that we require, but it does take some creative action from where we are right now. Okay, so cellular healing. Back to that before we get into the meditation. What I felt wants to come through here is that a lot of that is the fact of allowing truth to come into your awareness, allowing yourself to be open and curious and ask questions, and not let your brain tell you that it's all figured out and that you have all the answers and that you know it all, because that is pretty naive, because there's so much going on. There's new information every day, and there's just no way to know it all. So at least from my perspective. So anyhow, it is 11:11. We are going to get into the meditation. I would like you to please close your eyes if you'd like to join us for the meditation, and you're able in a quiet space. It's best if it can be a place where you won't be interrupted, only because that way you can really go deep within. So let's take a couple deep breaths together. One more. We're growing roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth. And at the same time saying hello and extending our appreciation and gratitude to her for giving us the sustenance and ability to live on the surface of this beautiful planet that is awake and it is conscious. And I call her Mother Earth, but she has masculine and feminine polarities, and just like anything else, you are going to perceive that consciousness if you tune in for yourself in your own way. So there's no rules here. Allow yourself to freely experience Mother, Father, Earth in whichever way the planet consciousness wants to reveal itself to you at this time. All right, today I think it's important to really tune in and go deeper and just express love. Pure love. It's very simple, yet very powerful. And we're going to do it using a color ray to assist us, as well as our imagination. So from your heart space, imagine a pink fog blasting out in every direction like a star. This fog is the love and light that you are from the inside out. And it's powered by the infinite source within you that is you. It's the divine within you. And we're just allowing this energy to flow through us, through our heart space, out like a star in every direction, covering everything in this beautiful rose pink fog. And it goes inside and outside and all around everything. Notice the peace and the calm that has come over the energy. Notice the peace and calm within you. This is a beautiful space to come into whenever you'd like. Because not only are you loving everyone else out in the world, you're loving yourself first. Because this energy is coming from you out like a star, filling up your energy field, and then continuing like a cup runneth over out into the world. We're going to continue to expand it out into the solar system, around all the other planets. really just taking a moment to appreciate all the cosmology going on out there and planetary movements and the beauty that we get to witness from the planet, whether it be stargazing in the night sky with our own eyes or looking in a telescope, or tuning in with our third eye. So many possibilities to experience. Again, we're tuning into that rose pink energy is just flowing through you so easily and effortlessly. Just allow it to move. It's also clearing away any blocks, any layers that you're ready to let go of, any baggage that you no longer want to walk around with. It is easily just dissolving in the love and light that you are. I'd also like you to add a shade of violet to this rose pink flame, this rose pink fog energy. This is also assisting in the alchemical process of transmuting any lower vibrating energies into their wholeness and their fullness, with the grace and the ease of the divine. It's a gift from the divine for us to utilize. All right, I would like you now to become aware of your physical body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And go ahead and open up your eyes whenever you are ready. That one was quick, but like all the other meditations, you are able to go back into that space whenever you would like to feel into that energetic and to have fun and play and investigate. Anyhow, if you have any questions, if you have anything you'd like to share, I would love it for you to reach out via private message, as well as a phone call. And now I would like to open up the time for readings, if anyone would like to call in. That call-in number is 661-800-5875. And I'm going to take a moment to get a drink. So while I'm waiting to see if anyone else joins us via the call-in number, back to the Native American situation, there's something pretty tremendous going on in the midst of the unfolding drama and nonsense going on at the pipeline site at Standing Rock. And there are multiple tribes of Native American Indians coming together under one family. And so I think that's pretty tremendous. They're setting a very tremendous example of how it is possible for the rest of humanity to come together and stand together when it comes down to our overall health and well-being and safety of the planet. When we can come together and realize that there are bigger issues than any one particular culture or any one particular race. That we live on a planet and we are living on it collectively, and it's important for us to remember that. And so I feel like in order to continue forward, and again, this is my perspective, it's important to get creative collectively and have the best of us sharing our ideas, sharing our gifts. We have different gifts and abilities. Some of us are great at tuning into the ethers and pulling in the ideas. Some of us are better at actually physically creating them. There's just so many different ways that we are able to show our magnificence in our humanness, and it's been kind of stripped away. When we are all trying to fit into a cultural box and a cultural norm or a religious structure, it really strips away our ability to be our free-thinking self, because we're always going back to that belief system for how do I need to see it via the belief system, instead of just how do I want to see it. And really giving ourselves the freedom to know that we can tune in within and we have the answers within and we can access that information. And we can even ask, we're so powerful, we can ask for physical confirmations to show up in our life to confirm the very truths that we're becoming aware of on the inside. So that is totally possible. And again, if you would like to know more about that, please reach out. I want to take this moment to also say hello and thank all of you for joining that have joined in the archives as well, because this is a video that is live, and Aaron is joining me live today, as well as you're able to join in at any time for this great information. I will be posting a few links that talk about what's going on at Standing Rock and what amazingness is going on at Standing Rock as far as the different Native American communities coming together to stand up for this planet, stand up for the water of this planet, and really stand up for all the people of this planet, because they're paying attention to something that a whole lot of people aren't. And so I feel like we owe them a huge bit of gratitude for standing up for this issue, because water is important, our planet is important, and there are ways to create energy that no longer involve having to destroy the planet. And I know that that might seem scary for those that are employed by these different industries, but one bigger picture or idea to become aware of is that just like anything else, when different things fade away, new things come. And so when we're flexible and we're fluid and we know that we can learn different things, there isn't any reason why we can't switch careers or move into other technologies that provide work, that are taking the place of the older, outdated, outworn systems. So there is a flow that can happen if we don't get caught up and get so devastated in trying to hold on to what was. If we can really allow ourselves to be open and allow ourselves to be guided to what's next, oftentimes that can be an easy process when we allow it to be. But it really comes down to our thoughts, our words, and how we look and see these different experiences in our life, and how we path pave what's next. You know, we can create the worst case scenario by being constantly worried about what's next, or we can create the best case scenario by knowing and trusting that the highest and best good is always unfolding no matter what, and that we are moving from our good to our greater good, and from our glory to our greater glory, and that we are worthy, deserving, totally lovable, and that we matter. And that's coming from a much different, stronger place. So there's different ways to do it. I'm for empowerment. I'm for coming from a strong place within and creating from there, from the inside out. And I would love to talk to any of you if you have any questions about that. You can reach me via private message, my phone number, or email, and all are in the contact information of my Facebook page. Again, Aaron, thank you so much for joining me. I so very much appreciate it. And I'm going to now sign off. Again, I wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. I feel like that whole idea of Thanksgiving is a great practice to bring into every day of our life. It's a great thing to practice as much as possible. Excuse me, because by being grateful, by being appreciative for what we already have, it is saying to the universe, yes, I love this, more please. So that's a great thing from my perspective. All right, I will be back on in just a moment for the day 9 of 10 days of oil blends giveaway drawing. All right, thank you so much.